Greetings, fellow Meccas. Today, we'll be looking at a price ratio problem. The problem. The aggregate demands of consumers for food and clothing are given below. X of F of A is equal to 5,000 PC over PF plus 10,000. X of F of B is equal to 10,000 PC over PF plus 15,000. X of C of A is equal to 10,000 PF PC plus 5,000. X of C to the B is equal to 15,000 PF over PC plus 10,000. Total aggregate endowments of food and clothing are summarized in the table. For type A type, food 20,000, clothing 10,000. B type, food 30,000, clothing 20,000. Calculate the relative price ratio PC divided by PF or PF divided by PC that establishes the equilibrium in this economy. Now pause this video, take a few minutes, and solve this problem. Welcome back. Hopefully you're able to solve this problem. Now, let's solve it together. So, we are calculating the relative price ratio PC over PF or PF over PC that establishes the equilibrium in this economy. So first we need to decide if we're going to solve for PC over PF or PF over PC. Let's solve for it. So we're going to solve for PC over PF. Solve for this price ratio. To do this, we now need to select two aggregate demands. So which ones are going to help us solve for PC over PF? Well, it's going to be the two equations or two demands that have PC over PF in it. So it'll be this one, X of F to the A, and X of F to the B. So these two equations we will use to help us solve the relative price ratio. Now, how are we going to set this problem up? Well, we'll need to realize that E of 1, endowment 1 of A, is going to be equal to X of 1 of A, our aggregate demand, minus our endowment for that. So, for example, X1 of A equal X1 of to the A minus W1 to the A. This equation is essentially just 5,000 PC 5,000 PC plus 10,000 minus, and then now we'll look at type A for food is 20,000 Now, why did we use the endowment for food? Because we are solving for PC, and also too, we are assuming, so assume that the price PF is going to be equal to 1. So this is E1 of A, and then now we need to solve for E1 of B, which is going to be equal to X of 1 of B minus a W1 to the B. And what is X1 of B? Well, that's going to be our second aggregate demand equation. So 10,000 plus 10,000 PC. So 10,000 PC plus 15,000 minus, now we're going to use our B type endowment for food. So we get 30,000 minus 30,000, and that's E1 of B. And now to solve for a relative price, we just set E1 of A plus E1 to the B equal to 0. And this will allow us to solve for our PC. So to solve for PC, we have 15,000 PC plus 25,000, and this is going to be equal to 50,000. And how do I did that? Well, I just added 10 and 5,000 PC. I added 15 and 10,000, and then I moved the 20 and 30,000 to the other side because our equation E1 of A plus E1 of B equal to 0. So then if I subtract 25,000 on both sides, we get 15,000 PC is going to be equal to 25,000. Now we can solve for PC by dividing by 15,000 on both sides. We get a PC equal to 5/3. And remember that we're solving for PC over PF. PC over PF is what we're looking for. And we are assuming that this is equal to 1. So then our relative price ratio is just, so this is just going to be equal to 5/3. And this is our solution to the problem. I hope this video helped. If it did, please consider subscribing.